So today I just wanted to show you a really fun idea for a Thanksgiving card, and it's the one I'm sending out this year, and using some ribbon, seasonal Thanksgiving Solutions Cricut cartridge, and also some Thanksgiving themed stamps that you can find at Michael's, and I'm using the very top one that says Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to heat emboss and create this card. So the first thing you want to do to start is take your piece of cardstock, and this is ivory parchment colored cardstock, and I've just loaded it onto my Cricut mat, and this is the Imagine mat because you can use the Imagine mat on all of your machines, and I needed a new mat. So I'm just going to load this in. Oops. Let's see. I'm just going to unload my mat. Here we go. Make sure that the paper is stuck on. You don't want it moving on you. So the first thing I'm going to do is change my size up to 2 inches. Select my turkey, and autofill is already on. And my pressure and speed are both on high. So just make sure your paper is really adhered to this mat, and then go ahead and press cut. Alright, so just unload your mat. And you have 20 turkeys on this one little mat, so you only need one piece of cardstock, and you can really take care of almost all of your Thanksgiving card needs. So I'm just going to take my spatula, and I'm only going to take off one of these little turkeys right now, just to not make a mess. And you only have one little thing that you have to peel off that's extra, and I'm just going to take this and put it over here. But the next thing you want to do is heat emboss your little greeting. And right here I have some 6x4 inch pieces of orange cardstock, and there is a textured side, and there is also a smooth side that has a little bit of texture that shows through from the other side. And I always like to stamp on the smooth side of anything that I'm going to be stamping, especially for heat embossing. It really just gives you a great transfer of the design, and you can read it and it comes out crisp. So what I have done is taken one of these clear stamp mounts, and I have put the top Happy Thanksgiving little greeting from the So Thankful For You stamp set. And I'm just going to take this heat embossing stamp pad, and this is just a glycerin clear stamp pad. I'm really going to make sure that you get a good coating on the stamp. And in the top center of this piece of cardstock, and I'll only work on one at a time, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this. Make sure you have a good transfer and it looks like it. And then you just take the gold heat embossing powder and sprinkle it all over. And well, you can keep it open. And then you will just shake this around a little bit and shake it off onto a piece of paper, and you can see you got a really nice transfer. And then it looks like a little bit of extra got on there too, and I'm just gonna, because I don't want that to be heat embossed. And then what I'm gonna do is just collect this and put it right back in. Because these little bottles really do last a long time if you save them each and every time. And then since I think I spilled a little bit, I'm just going to blow it out of the way. And the next thing you do is just take your heating tool, and this is like a little miniature blow dryer, and I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on and start to move it in circles over the top, and this will, well, you'll see what happens. And all of those little pieces of powder melt and become raised, and at an angle I can see that I missed a spot. So just go ahead and hold it at an angle, and you can see where you need to direct some more heat. There, so that looks very nice. And you can see what happens is it becomes raised and all the little pieces of powder come together, and it really does add a nice effect to your cards. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and take my ATG, and I love this thing, and decide which way you want your turkey to face, and I think I want him facing that way. So I'm just going to put a little piece of adhesive right on the back. And also, I'm going to take a ballpoint tip glue pen and just put a little bit of glue right on this swirly little design, just to really hold it down, just here and there. So pick up your turkey and go ahead and put it down right in the lower center part. And the next thing you're going to do is take some ribbon. And in order to get the correct length, what you do is take the ribbon and you put it all the way around the card, and you meet, go ahead and take that and overlap this end over the middle a little bit, and you take it, you meet right in the middle, giving yourself a little bit of excess, and you'll take some scissors, just snip that off. And then what you'll do is you'll take these ends, and you'll bring the ribbon together, and over here on the other side you'll split it in half just to get two evenly sized pieces of ribbon. And I'm going to cap my glue pen. And then on the back side, what you want to do is, this is the bottom, you want to put just a little strip of adhesive right here. Well, you can go ahead and put two strips, one for the ribbon and also to adhere this to the card back. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and take the ribbon and just adhere along those strips right here at the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and put another strip at the top, another at the bottom, and then I'm going to take this, put it on my card. So this is a 6.5 by 5 inch blank cardstock, and it's pre-scored. You can fold it all the way with the bone folder just to get a really nice crease. Take it, take this, flip this right on, make sure it's centered nicely. And then you'll take your ribbon and bring it over. What you want to do, rather than just tie it in a bow right away, you want to take it and put the ribbon down with your finger, and then take the other side and put it down with your finger, and hold the spot and then tie your bow, because otherwise you can bend the cardstock, and that's not good. So they're just a simple little bow, and if you need to tighten it a little bit, you can hold the middle and then tighten as you need to. And then what I'm going to do is just move this out of the way just a little bit and sneak a little piece of ATG adhesive right there. And that will hold that right in place. And then I'm just going to trim up these ends at an angle to make them very nice. And since this is metallic thread, it's Martha Stewart Crafts metallic weave, walnut two-tone gold thread. It has a little bit of staying powder. But there you have it. It's a really simple, easy card that anybody could make, and it's what I'm sending out for Thanksgiving this year. So I hope this gives you some ideas, and happy Thanksgiving!